New year, new me. Out here doing an oil change here on the old Harley Tri-Glide. Just to give you guys a little bit of an idea how this is done. If you have one, if you're old, you want to watch video on how I do it. It's pretty simple. Underneath the bike here, try to get it under. There is a drain plug right here. It's gonna take a 5/8 ratchet or 5/8 socket with a ratchet on. Again, right down here. You can see, if I can see. There we go, right here. And I've already loosened it up, but that's your drain. And after you drain it, just put some oil in it. Also, in order to get the oil to flow out properly or like quickly, you have to undo your, I guess your dipstick tube here. I don't know what you want to call it, plug. You gotta undo it, let a little air come through it, and it'll push it right out. All right, so I went ahead down here, tightened up the drain plug. Now it's time to go ahead and get the oil filter out. You want to be using a ratchet with an extension on here, an 11/16 nut. We'll go here and just unscrew it, you know, basically. Pop it on there, unscrew it with the ratchet, and it should come off perfectly fine. Whoa. Well, that is not gonna work. Let's think. There we go, got it off. Believe it or not, guys, I had to switch over to a millimeter, 17 millimeter. I guess the filter has got a metric end on it, so let's see if we can get this thing off. It's making an absolute mess everywhere. Cool. Try and do this one-handed. So it is make a little bit of a mess here, but actually not too bad. So this is a 2013, so I'm putting on the KN 171C filter. As you can see, exactly the same. I'm gonna pop that on. One thing I do is I go ahead and I wipe down the outside of the oil, or the place where the oil would seal, the oil filter would seal. Just so that you got a clean surface, but you got to remember to always take a little bit of your oil and rub it around the filter when you're done. So, big thing to do. So like I said, take a little bit of just old oil like that, dab it around, run it around on the filter. Clean up a little excess that's come off, and now we'll put her on. We'll put it on right now. Let's do it. So normally speaking, you put these oil filters on and you tighten them down as hard as you can go with your hand, and then about another quarter turn with like a ratchet. Given I can't quite yank this down too much, I'm gonna go a little bit more with the ratchet than I normally would. So let's put it on here. Let's do, yeah, I think I'm gonna do a half turn. Yeah, half turn feels right. So just do a half turn with your ratchet, given you can't twist it on very, very well. But like that, it's on. I'm gonna take a little brake cleaner, spray it off, and then we will fill it up with oil. Alrighty, so we are gonna be using just Valvoline 4-stroke motor oil, 2050 full sin. We're gonna put in here, it says it takes 3 quarts, or you put 3 quarts in, then you wanna start the bike up and then check it after you've done that. So we're gonna go ahead and pour some oil in. So just like that, all my oil is in. Now I'm gonna start the bike. I'm gonna check the dipstick to see the level, the proper level on it, and top it off as needed. And with that, you're done with your oil change on your Harley Tri-Glide. The next probably going to be the primary for me. I'm going to do the primary on this clutch, and then I'm also going to do the transmission. So stay tuned for more clips. We're going to change the primary now on this bike, the primary oil. So you first want to take your drain plug here loose, and then after it drains out, we're going to take off this cap to fill it up. So let's go ahead and do that. So as you can see, got the plug out here. Just kind of doing a little inspection, making sure the O-ring looks good, nothing on the magnet. Looks mint. Oil is draining out, just like that. While it's draining there out, you can see, I didn't say 5/8, same as the normal oil. So let's go ahead and get a torque spit on this and take off this cover. Just use a quick impact here with a T25 torque spit. Pulled it right off really easy, so now we're going to pull this cover off here, hopefully with ease. Oh, on there pretty good. Let's take It's very nicely pulled that off with a screwdriver. Make sure you don't scratch up everything in the sun, under the sun. Use a pick here because it's easier to get underneath this without ruining anything. Just like that, boom, boom, boom. Harley clutch, towards clutch. Thanks, Harley. Off this edge here. All right, see, all draining out just like that. I'm gonna put the plug in here and then we'll fill it up with oil. All right, with my funnel half in there, Harley calls for just a little over a quart, but the big thing is you get to the bottom of the pressure plate in here. So we'll fill it up, see where a quart lands us, and see if we need a little bit more. So as you can see, pouring oil in here. I got a rubber filter pinched in here, or rubber funnel, excuse me. Works really, really good. This is in lieu of having the actual Harley filter, so, or Harley funnel, excuse me. Gee, can't talk today. All right, my 38 ounces are in here, and just so everybody knows, this is the pressure plate right here. The oil at 38 ounces is just a bit above on the bottom side of this pressure plate. So if you look down in there, it's really hard to see in camera. So we'll go ahead with the plate back on, and then you are done with the primary clutch change. All right, so now we're gonna do the transmission oil on this. As you can see, I'm laying on the ground because I wanna show you where the transmission bolt is. So that one's for your oil on your bike, your main engine oil. That one right there is for your transmission. So it's already loose, we're gonna get that drained out. All right, just got done filling it up. I had to check it a couple times. Took just about a quart of oil or so. Maybe a little bit less, but yeah, there's a wrap. That is your, what you would call 3-hole oil change on a Harley. Not sexual at all. If you like the video, you want to see more content on the Harley Tri-Glide, and I know it's for you old folk, but if you haven't figured out, there is a subscribe button, and I'd be real happy if you clicked it. Till next video, thanks guys.